run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to take a time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, street.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A run here with Chestnut.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3.
Now Cunningham.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Go, Reed, go! They'll run with Chestnut.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Cunningham.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Wow, and that is incomplete. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage? Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Julius Chestnut.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Screen,
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because
Daniel Jones, the GOAT.
4 times through interceptions. What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Check smash! Check smash! Big Lion!
On the carry, it's Chestnut. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. 7-7, our score after 1. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go!
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Cunningham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman,
Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7.
Wilson.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
What?
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cunningham to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
He had a man open, but he missed listening, and it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Looks good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
This is 2nd and 8.
18, Pioneer.
Cunningham looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
18, rattle. 18, rattle. 79. Ready.
Cunningham. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Cunningham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Joseph's got it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And the decision to bring it out. As he's tackled at the 15. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd and a couple. He'll keep it himself. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
65, Chad. 65. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down and 6 now. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Ready, break.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. There's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Broncos 21, Vikings 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And Sutton will have the Broncos 1st down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
19.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Now Cunningham. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On first down, it's Cunningham. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Warrior 70.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one, because when you do bring extra pressure, you have to rotate someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late and gave up a big play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Madden19.
Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Sky Moore, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here for. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Cowboy 80.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
Check. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
19. 12. Good.
On 2nd down, Williams. There he goes again, and he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solo pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Crack all 80.
A play fake, now Cunningham. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
1st down, Minnesota.
70 Ranger.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
On second down, here's Cunningham. He's got the connection to Moore.
When he sees zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Cunningham to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josie Jewell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this belongs to the Vikings. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Cunningham. Complete. Jefferson the target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
18 rattle. 18 rattle. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Denver, it